Get Francisco signed up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, familiar faces. Hey,
Hello.
hey, Frida. Hey, Sandy.
Carletta.
I see you. I see you.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Glover. Good to see you, sir. Brother Millsap, it's good to see y'all. Come on in, come in all, one and all.
Good morning, CBA.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. There's Melinda. Hey, Ty. So pretty girl.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good morning.
Good, good, good. We got lots of great information for you guys today.
Great.
Come in, come on. Minna, you know you muted, right?
Oh, okay. I was saying hello to everybody. I'm gonna stop calling names. That's what you get. We were in the room. We're almost back. I don't know. Think we're almost back. We still have to be so careful to do it. I don't know if we're ever gonna go back to packing people in a room, but I do think there's a happy medium in terms of having the presenter and a few of us in the same room. Hi, my beautiful Gwen. I see you up there.
Hey, go ahead. Everybody, good morning.
So how many people have not yet gotten vaccinated?
I don't know if they're gonna answer your question on this. So I'm not sure why you posed it, but we'll I guess that's food for thought, huh?
Well, if people aren't vaccinated, why should we want to get together? That's a risk.
Thank you, Ted, for the food for thought. Let me check and see if Jennifer is going to not sure why everybody was calling. Is there a problem getting in? It shouldn't be, right? They're texting me. Are they in the waiting room?
No
No,
one's in the waiting room.
No.
Well, we can go ahead and get started with the introductions because we want to keep it moving and be respectful of our speaker's time. Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Gwen Shaw. I am on the board of directors with the Chatham Business Association. I'm also a business owner in Chatham. And we always start our meetings off with a quick moment of silence. There's always something to be grateful for. There's always something to take a pause for. I try to do that every morning. And hopefully you will start doing it too. It just kind of channels you, gets you grounded for the day. So if we can take a quick moment of silence. Say prayers for the 80, I guess about 80 children, young girls that were killed in a bombing yesterday in Afghanistan.
oh my God.
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Okay, well, thank you for taking part in that. And again, I want to welcome each and every one of you. If you've not attended a Chatham Business Association meeting, if this is your first time, again, we want to welcome you. You could have chosen to be anywhere via Zoom today. this morning and you chose to be with us. We do have a really good speaker. He's been here before, and I'm glad he has the floor again. So I'm pretty excited to bring him to you, or on behalf of the CBA to bring him to you. But real quickly, we'll just go around the room, the virtual room, and let us know who you are. Let us also know whether or not you are a Chatham Business Association member. We are still accepting memberships. That hasn't stopped during this pandemic, and we hope that you will find some benefit in being a part of us. I always say, if you're a business owner, you have to be connected, and you need to be connected to your chamber. And this is the business chamber that you should be a part of. So I'm going to start at the top, who you are, if you're a Chatham Business Association member, the company you represent, or your business. And let me see. I'm going to start with a lady. Sandy.
You're muted, Sandy.
Hi, my name is Sandy Yano. My company is Sandy Yano and Associates. I'm a diversity consultant. My claim to fame is I was Metra's DBE director for 30 years, which is where and how I became involved with the Chatham Business Association. And in one form or another, I've always tried to keep some type of a tie to the organization, because I've always had a lot of respect for what this organization has done. And trying to remember now on the second Tuesday of the month to separate that time to join you folks and participate. Because I think there's always a lot going on with you.
Always.
Always.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you,
thing.
Sandy. Thank you so much. Ted?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ted Hollander. My business is Complus Incorporated. We are professional controllers. We lead accounting departments for small to medium-sized companies. We look for them when they're too big for the owner to run with just a checkbook and too small to hire a full-time CFO, me, for example. The job is to enable a business owner to understand the business so he or she can run the business without feeling blindfolded. So again, my name is Ted Hollander. You always pay for good accounting one way or another. And I'm part of 95th Street Business Association and BAPA over in the Beverly area, and been part of ACES Business Network Affair for more than 25 years now. So.
Thank you, Ted. Miss Darcy Redmond.
Good morning.
Morning.
Happy Tuesday. My name is Darcy D. Redmond. I'm excited to be here. I'm a radio personality for iHeartRadio, and I have a weight loss detox water. And I'm super excited to receive a call from Shark Tank asking me to present my product.
Awesome. We'll be watching. Let us know. Put in the chat room when you'll be on Shark Tank. When it
sure
will
will.
air.
Thank you.
So we can
Thank
support you.
I appreciate it.
Chase?
Good morning, everybody. Chase Carthen, Diversity Officer with the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of the Greater Chicago. CBA is a assist agency of the district, and I'm happy to be here. Always looking forward to sharing opportunities with you guys. I may have to cut short, so if I disappear, that's what happened.
Good to see you,
Thank you, Chase,
Chase.
for always sending us the opportunities. We get them out as soon as you send them, so keep them coming.
Will do.
Miss Towns, Diteria Towns.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Gwen. Hey, Melinda.
morning.
Hey, Carletta. I'm Diteria Towns with Chicago Public Schools. I'm the business engagement manager for Chicago Public Schools, and I'm so happy to be here to talk about our opportunities. Thanks.
Welcome. Mr. Brown, I see you over there.
See me, huh?
I see you.
Good morning. This is Rodney Brown. I'm with Rad Electric. We're MBE and DBE certified electrical contractors, union contractors. I'm a CBA member, and I'm also a CPA.
Mr. Brown, you have a bucket truck.
Yeah,
Okay, I need you to come hook up my lights.
okay.
Tracy. Good morning, Tracy Murray. Are you on the phone?
Good morning. My name's Casey. I'm Tracy's assistant. Having a few technical issues. Are you guys able to hear me right now?
We can.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Tracy and I work for CAIC. We wanted to join your meeting and see what you guys had going on to see what we could help you with.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Clarence. You on mute, Clarence.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing great, thank you.
All right. I'm Clarence Glover, the owner of Majestic Florist at 8145 South Cottage Grove. Flowers for all occasion. All you have to do is call my phone number 773-994-3844, and we will be on the job for you. And I am a CBA member.
Good to see you, Clarence. Frida.
Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to be here as well. I'm Frida Madison, owner of Madison Enterprises with my husband, Kevin. We're real estate investors, property managers, and we're working to build up our general contractor's license, and we're members. Thank you.
Thank you, Frida. Ron Millsap. Can you hear us, Mr. Millsap? Okay, I'm gonna come back to you. Reven, Fellows, hey, stranger. Hey, looking slim in the face. What's going on?
You're on mute, Mareven. You're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, trying to eat right. But good morning, everybody. Reven Fellows, co-founder of National Black Agenda and the Bob Biz Center in Chatham, and just honored to be on the phone today to get this information, which you guys always do a great job of informing our people about business. And thank you. And good to see you, Melinda.
Good to see you, Reven.
Yes.
I'll speak for Melinda. Teresa.
Good morning. I'm Teresa Amaro. I work with CBRE, maybe the world's largest commercial real estate company. I think I met someone in your group at a Chicago Public School career fair. And I'm interested in hearing the speaker today. So I'm not a member, but looking forward to what I could learn. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Glad that you can make it. Are you ready, Jennifer?
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Jennifer with Chatham Business Association. Good to be here.
Hey, I keep forgetting. Sorry.
When you're forgiven for everything, everything.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Murray, Tracy Murray. Introduce yourself and let us know if you're a CBA member or not, just real quick. Can you hear me, Mr. Murray? Or we can come back to you. I'll take this pretty lady, Erica. Erica?
Hi, my name is Erica. I'm third generation business and residential owner in Chatham, born and raised in Chatham. My mother is Denise Mitchell, and she asked me to participate from now on. So I'm happy to participate and learn more.
Welcome, Erica. Okay, let's see. Okay, I see, Mr. Murray, you're with CAIC as well. Okay. Oh, Felix. There you are. Felix Lachey.
Hello.
Hello.
Felix Lachey. I say I'm a member. I gotta check on my dues.
We all do.
I'm glad to be with everyone this morning, and very, very proud member. Love what the association for businesses in the community, and just want to be a part of the meeting today.
Good to see you, Felix.
Thank you.
Cheryl, let's hear your lovely voice.
Well, hi, how are you?
Well, thank you.
Good. My name is Cheryl Gill. I'm with Dustin Clean Maintenance Company. We're a janitorial company located in Woodlawn, and I'm just happy to be here. Hi, everybody.
Hi, happy to have you.
Thank you.
Is it Candace?
Yes, it is. Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
This is
Candace.
my first time with you guys. My name is Candace. I am community health worker for Journey Care, which is the largest nonprofit hospice palliative care in Illinois. This is my first meeting and I'm considering joining. So thank you for having me.
I hope we do a good job, Candace, and get you as a member.
Thank
Deidre.
you.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Deidre Reese with Reese Innovative Enterprise Solutions. Really work on real estate investment and property management. I'm a longtime Chatham resident and a business owner, small business owner. And this is my first meeting, so I'm excited to learn about what you all have going on.
Welcome, Deidre. Hope you get some tips on social media. We got a pretty good speaker coming up. Andre McDermott or McDearman, if I pronounced that incorrectly.
Yes, it's McDearman. Hi, my name is Andre McDearman. I am co-founder of Second Chance PC Techs. We're an IT consulting company in Chicago. We work with some clients in Chatham. We are members of CBA. So interested to hear about this topic today.
Awesome. Is there anyone that I missed that would like to speak? I know we have some board members here as well as CBA staff. Anyone before I go to Francisco, because I really want to give him at least a good 30 minutes to talk to us and answer questions. Go ahead, Carl.
Good morning, everybody. This is Carl Riley, Fifth Third Bank. I'm reaching out to you just to say hello, let you know that we're here to support you. We are at 79th and Stony, as well as in Hyde Park. You have my information. I'll drop it in the call. So if you have any concerns or needs, you can reach out to us. We are doing some fantastic things. Now that PPP is done with SBA financing, so SBA Express up to $1 million, we can do some great things with real estate and equipment. But as of right now, PPP has been exhausted. So that's over. All right. Talk to you soon.
I'm sure you're pretty worn out from it too. I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
I got to express that first before I say my name.
Well, I think that's it. And again, as I introduce myself.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Oh, Ron, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I missed you earlier. Ryan Millsap, CRA officer in mission and over mission banking for Providence Bank and Trust. We're a local community bank, a stewardship bank, where we donate 10% of our earnings back to the community. We have 16 locations spread across the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana markets. I'm headquartered right there at our 78th and State Street office in the Chatham community. And I'm a current resident of the Chatham community. So I hope you guys continue to work with the bank and partner with us. We recently released on Good Friday a new stewardship loan program where folks can borrow small businesses with less than $1 million in revenue that are located in low to moderate income areas can borrow up to $50,000 at 2% interest. So I'm pretty sure I sent CBA that sales sheet, but I'll send it to you guys again so you get it out to all your members. It's a great program and we'd love to get more residents in the Chatham community participating in that program.
Yep, send that through. I might be a participant. Can never have enough money, right? Well, I welcome everyone. Again, my name is Gwen Shaw. I'm also a business owner in Chatham. I own a Country Financial. I'm the first and the only Black female to have a Country Financial. I'm an agency owner. My office is right on 87th Street, right off Cottage Grove. I am in the community of Chatham on purpose. And I love serving my community and we all need insurance. And to piggyback off of Ron Millsap and my fellow board member, Carl Riley, we need our community banks. We need our banks. And I think PPP, EIDL, and everything has taught us how important it is to have a banking relationship, not when you need something, you know, but to establish that relationship early. So when you do need something, they're ready to help you and give. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in. Yes?
I apologize, Gwen. This is Andre Benford. I was having problems unmuting. I just wanted to let the group know that I am a member and owner of Benford Protection Group. We are a small armed and unarmed security provider services and born and raised in the Chatham community.
Thank you, Andre. We can't see you, but thank you so much. We hear your great voice.
Thank you.
All right.
Nice to be here.
Bear with me. I have a brand new laptop. It's great, but it's still trying to work out the functionality of it.
And Gwen, can I say something right quick before we start? Since we have some new first timers, just wanted to give a shameless plug for Chatham Business Association and the work we do for the business community. So just to give you an idea, we are 47 years old in business growth and development. So what you would use us for, if you're looking for contract opportunities, so that's why you have CPS here and Sandy and other groups, our goal is to help you grow. And how do you grow? It depends on what your weaknesses or strengths are. So what you would do is call Beverly and you would make an appointment. From there, we would do what we call a SWOT analysis. The SWOT analysis is where we sit down with you, learn about you as a business owner. You may need help with your financial growth. You may need help with your technology. You may need help with connecting with the right bank. Banks are different types of businesses. Sometimes we can connect you with their sweet spot or get you ready. We can help you navigate the certification process that Sandy can tell you about, as well as from working with the different public agencies and private sectors. Make sure that you diversify your income. We've also moved into doing workforce. We recognize that workforce is equally as important as small businesses. And there are a plethora of things that we can help you navigate as a city delegate agency, that we can ask questions and get answers. Being an entrepreneur is very lonely. We can be on your cheering team. So today you're going to learn about technology, and PPP and COVID taught us anything. If your technology wasn't working, you didn't have these relationships in place, it really did make the pandemic, the economic impact, even deeper. So we want to make sure that these things don't happen again, and we're here to help you. So whether you got the PPP the first, second time, you're looking to see if you need to get it forgiven, or you just have questions, we have the ability and the relationships to get those questions answered so that you can continue to do the work of being an entrepreneur, hopefully hiring people and changing the quality of lives in our community. So I just wanted to let people know that's what we do. And we're going to make sure that we send you our link to our website and information on our organization. But your first call would be just to call the office, and Beverly's going to pick up and we'll take it from there. So I'm sorry, Gwen, just wanted to say that because we had
No, that's perfect. That was perfect, Melinda. Okay. So Mr. Francisco Ramirez is the co-owner of Chimbley Consultants, where he focuses on social media management, marketing consultant, and workshop facilitation. Prior to joining Chimbley, Francisco worked in educational nonprofit sector for 14 years. His individualized approach to social media and focus on analytics help small businesses get the brand awareness and social recognition they seek. And just like Melinda said, you have to have that footprint on social media for your business to be successful. I myself worked on that for several years, and the pandemic, I didn't miss a step because it was already there and it already existed. It was consistent, have a consistent message. I'm sure the expert is going to tell you all about it. You have the floor.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. It's great to hear about your businesses. I learned a lot today, and I'm excited to be here. I really appreciate the invitation to come back and present on marketing and especially social media today. So yes, if you're interested and you want to learn more about social media, on Friday, I'm going to give a free workshop through the Chicago Business Procurement Office, BACP. So you can go ahead and sign up for free, and it'll be specifically on Facebook and Instagram. But today we're going to talk about generally navigating social media marketing and how that will help your business, but most importantly, the actionable steps on how to use social media marketing these days. So we're going to learn some differences and compare, and hopefully you get to choose and really dive into your social media strategy for your particular business. I always like to start with some facts because it just gives us a concept of where we are and why social media matters for your business. 68% of US adults report they use Facebook. Now, if your ideal client, if your ideal customer is an older adult, that is important to know because that is where you should be on Facebook. Photos generate 53% more likes and 104% more comments. The type of photos that we use matters. And so photos that you use on LinkedIn should be a little bit different than Instagram, should be a little bit different than Facebook. But at the end of the day, using photos matters. And so you should be using photos to get more comments, to get more engagement. 54% of social browsers use social media to research products. If you don't have your products on social media, if you're not highlighting them, if you're not showing them and broadcasting them, then you're missing a good percentage of the people who are looking for those products on social media. 90% of millennials and 48% of baby boomers use social media. If your target customer is a millennial or a baby boomer, you should be finding out which platforms they're using and ensuring that you're on those platforms. 74% of Twitter users follow small businesses to get product updates, something to consider as you're trying to get more business or get your word out. 40% of all mobile users are searching for local businesses. Today, localized searches are so important, especially with Google My Business. And so having a presence is really important so that when somebody is in your area and searching for your product for whatever reason, you show up on their search. And on average, 3 hours per day is spent on, this is pre-pandemic as well. So you can imagine how that number probably has increased during the pandemic, and as currently not everything is open. And so people are on their mobile devices, people are on their computers, people are searching. And if you don't have a presence on social media on top of your website, then you are definitely behind your competitors. And that's something you don't want these days. So choosing, I think it's important for us to take a step back and figure out why we are on social media. And I hear a lot of clients say, we're on social media to sell, to get more business. That's a really nice goal. But at the end of the day, social media, what it does for us is it creates awareness that your product, your service, your business exists. And as you're promoting that and as you're posting, the awareness just keeps going, so that when a person needs your service or product, they remember that you exist. And so you won't always have that return on investment. You won't always have that client say, well, I followed you on Facebook and it's because of Facebook that I'm finally purchasing your product or service. No, usually that doesn't happen, and it can be really frustrating. Why am I posting? Why am I on here? So it's awareness. The longer you are on somebody's mind and space, the more likely they're going to recommend you or they're going to think of you when they need your product or service. So choosing the right platform for your business is really important. Primary audiences. For the majority of these, it's all. LinkedIn is recommended for business to business, and more so than just your average customer or client. But you can be on all of these platforms. However, Finding where your target market is really important. Where are your target customers? And so choosing that is very important because that's really going to get you the right type of engagement. A lot of people choose the fancy newer platform, or they just love using Instagram and they put their business on Instagram, but maybe their customers aren't on Instagram and they're wasting valuable time being on a platform that maybe is getting a ton of likes, but their target customer is not on that platform, so they're not getting a ton of sales. So something to consider excuse me, as you're choosing. And so my recommendation today is, if you do not have Google My Business, to go ahead and set it up. That should be your primary platform because it's localized. It allows you to post just like every other platform. It allows you to get reviews. It gives you insights on how many people are finding you on Google. And it's just a really, really important platform to have. After that, choose the platform that your target market is actually using. And so that could be Facebook, that could be Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, tons of other individualized platforms. But make sure that your second platform that you choose is where your target market is. Industry-specific networks exist, like for lawyers, there's Avvo, probably real estate has a specific industry. So think about those platforms that exist for industry-specific businesses. And if something isn't working, move on. If you're not getting tons of followers, if people are just not engaging with your content, maybe that's because your target market isn't there, and it's okay to move on. Follow influencers, follow your competition, follow your neighbors, follow other businesses, because that creates, it's kind of a online networking opportunity. Having a presence is important. If we're not on social media, we're really behind our competition. And it's something that you should really consider thinking about putting as part of your strategy. And then I always say 1 or 2 well-attended platforms are better than being on every platform and not posting, quite frequently. And so really think about Google My Business. Choose another platform, start there if it's something new to you, and then really, really create good content. And then start with another platform, add a third one or add a fourth one as time goes by, or pay somebody to do that for you. But definitely having a presence is really important because it helps with everything business related. Once you choose which platform you're going to be on, timing is really important, because posting just for the sake of posting isn't going to get you the awareness that you want. So timing, these are very, these times are based on data from these platforms as a whole, but your individualized platform will give you times where your audience is online. And that's really, what you should be doing. But if you haven't gotten there and something new for you, here's the recommended times. Facebook, early in the morning when people get to work. And once again, these are pre-pandemic times. Right now, everybody is working from home. So we might get some new research here in the coming 6 months or so. But right now, these were which, some habits are hard to break, even during the pandemic. Lunchtime is a really great time. A lot of people spend their lunchtime on their mobile phone or on desktop. And so it's a good time for people to see your posts. And then after work, during the work hours, it's sometimes a little bit more difficult to get that engagement. Pinterest, I really love. 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. are where the audience in Pinterest are using Pinterest the most. So something to consider. I'm not saying wake up at 2 a.m. and post, but you can definitely schedule a post to pop up at 3 in the morning, or think about what audience is doing pinning late at night. Best day is really important, and worst day is really important. Tuesday, Facebook has the least amount of audience from, if you just take the weekend as a whole. Instagram Sunday has the least amount of audience. Twitter has no real bad day. So really thinking about, when am I posting? What day of the week? Why? So if you're only posting 2 times a week, or even just posting 1 time a week, don't post on the worst day, because then you're missing a great opportunity. And so these are really good information just to have for you as a base knowledge, a foundational. But at the end of the day, your analytics, which I'll show you in a minute, will dictate, or should dictate, when you are posting and what time you are posting for your business. Your voice is really the meat of your posts. Your voice. What is your brand trying to communicate? How is it communicating? What kind of language is it using? Is it fun? Is it professional? Is it quirky? Finding that voice for your brand and for your post is really important because that's what's going to connect to the audience. And if we keep switching our voices, it becomes really hard for your audience to be like, I like the post, but I haven't seen another one with that kind of joking mentality, or I love the professionalism, but now we're in a different type of post. So really thinking about your voice. What are you showcasing on your post? What are you showing your audience? Behind the scene photos work really well with Facebook. LinkedIn doesn't really like behind the scene photo. It's a little bit more catered and curated and professional. And so product updates are great for LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook, but can you get a really good picture for Instagram versus Facebook? So thinking about that is really important. Using stories. LinkedIn is trying to use stories these days. Nobody's really biting because the audience on LinkedIn is different than the audience on Instagram and Facebook. And so, yeah, you can use your stories on LinkedIn, but are people going to actually watch them is something to consider. Stories on Instagram are amazing. I always say use stories on Instagram and use only quality pictures and quality posts on your actual post on Instagram. So if you have something that's kind of iffy and you're like, oh, should I post, should I not? Maybe put it on the story, throw it out there and see what kind of engagement happens. Videos, we should be using videos across all platforms, especially videos with captions. That's really important these days. Not everybody wants to just turn on a post and hear it. So captions really matter. Facebook allows you to do the captions on their platform, which is really nice. You don't have to pay somebody to do those for you extra. And so Instagram and LinkedIn are not quite there yet, but Facebook does. So it's really a nice feature that they offer. Just being aware of the audience and what type of engagement people are looking for in these platforms is really important. A lot of people think that connecting their Facebook to Instagram is like a really great idea, and it is. But if you post something on Instagram and just push it over to Facebook, if somebody's following you on both platforms, why should they follow you on both if it's the exact same post? Something to think about. And so take a couple of minutes to take away the hashtags, take away the @ if you're linking somebody, take away or edit the wording a little bit, or maybe add another picture for Facebook before you send it over. And so really think about that strategy because yeah, you're not going to go follow the same business on 2 different platforms if they're sharing the exact same material. Newsletters are good, blogs, hashtags work well with Instagram and Twitter, but not LinkedIn. LinkedIn, they actually have started working really well. So hashtags on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, don't use them on Facebook. They tried, they're not working very well. And so reviews, get those reviews on Google My Business. Promotions you can do on Google My Business and Facebook, but Instagram, you don't want to post a promotion that expires because people will look at your feed and they'll look at that picture with the promotion, click on it, and the promotion expired. And so you're giving kind of the false expectations or false content. And so really be careful about how you strategize these promotions and which platforms you use the promotions. Promotions on Instagram stories is great because it disappears after 24 hours and you can, handle that better. Make sure that your voice is consistent, that it's out there and that it's representing your brand. That's the most important. So create a good strategy for your voice. When are you going to post? What language are you going to use? What feeling are you going to get out of your post? Reinforce your brand, reinforce your story, remind people why you exist, remind people who you are, tell them about your story. Make sure you have a call to action. You want people to do something with your post. Go visit our website, visit our store now that we're open, call us. Tell them what to do, because otherwise a post is just a really nice little blurb and then they're going to move on. So you need to tell them what to do. Language matters. Have fun. It should be fun. There's a free graphic design tool, Canva. If you've used it before, you can create really nice professional looking Instagram post or Facebook post. So something free, you don't have to pay for it. You could pay for updated tools, but free to start with. And then stock photos are also, you can get some stock photos free in Pexel and on Splash. I wouldn't recommend you using too many stock photos on your post, but every once in a while, it's not a bad idea if you really want something professional or really like eye-catching. And so those are some free websites that you can use for your posts. Your frequency is now the next stage. How often are you going to post? A lot of people feel they have to post all the time, every day, and that's not true. At the end of the day, you should be posting engaging content that organically does a good job of like being shown by the algorithm Facebook and Instagram have. And that's what I'm going to talk about on Friday, the algorithm behind the scenes. So Facebook, once a week is great if you only have, 45 minutes or 30 minutes in a week to post. Twice a week is what I recommend on Facebook, and 7 times a week as the maximum. I would not post twice a day because you're now competing against your own post. And the algorithm knows it. Google My Business, once a month is okay. Twice a month is great. 6 times per month is amazing. And so, it doesn't have to be an everyday thing. But the key word is consistency. So if you're going to say, I'm going to post once a week, make sure that you set it on your calendar and post once a week and switch it up. You can post on Tuesday one week, Wednesday next week, Thursday the third week. And so it's not even a week. It's every 8 days or 9 days, and play around with it and see what works and see what doesn't. It doesn't have to be like an everyday thing. Now, the more you post, the more awareness, the more engagement, the more people remember you, and the more likely you're going to get that recommendation or that sale eventually. And so it is a game, but having that awareness at the foundational level, baseline level, is really important. So it should not be a chore. It should be something fun, something that you look forward to, highlighting your business, highlighting a product, highlighting a story, a testimonial. It should be something that you're looking forward to sharing with the world. Don't compete against your own posts by posting twice a day. Make sure that you are allowing the algorithm and the organic trajectory of a post to take its toll. Find a groove. It's better to engage, to have one engaging post that people really want to engage with, talk, like, share, than to have a ton of posts that nobody's really looking at. Analytics is really the king of it all. If you're not looking at your analytics, you're missing a really, really large component of the social media game, and I'll show you what those mean in a minute. And then if you really want to plan, Facebook has a good planner that allows you to schedule your posts for Instagram and Facebook. Hootsuite, Social Pilot, Sendable, these are all planners that you can try for free. I think they give you a trial, or you can pay for them. What I really enjoy about my job at Chimley and how we handle social media is that we do not use planners. I physically log into the accounts, post directly on the account, check that everything is in order, notifications are answered, comments are answered, we're good to go, and then we move on. And so that's really something that is important, because the platforms want to know that you're checking up on the business pages, and to ensure that it's still a good business page. So if you're always just like scheduling and forgetting, and you're not answering comments and you're not checking your notifications, then the platform might kind of give it an orange flag to let the algorithm know that this business might not quite be as engaged as we want them to. And so monitoring your tactics via analytics, is what you're doing working? It's really important to monitor reach. How many people did my post reach? How many people looked at it? How many people engaged with it percentage-wise, or just raw numbers? How many people followed me based on this post, or looked at my profile, or clicked on the website? Those are all really key information to look at analytics to ensure that you are getting the most out of your post. So I'm going to show you briefly here the analytics that you can look at. So here we have Facebook. And so if you go to your Facebook, your Facebook page is the generic page that you have. And is it's all business page. It's not personalized. You will not get analytics information on a personal page. And then if you go to more, there's 7 notifications. I checked them this morning, and sometimes Facebook shows you notifications twice. But if you go to insights, that's really where you're going to get a ton of analytics, tons of information. And here are the posts. How many people has it reached? What type of post? How many engagement? I could change it to percentage. Here, go to post. And right here, what time are my followers online? So the majority of my followers are online at 7 p.m. Today. And so I should be posting definitely not at 3 a.m. when only 16 people are online. And so really looking at this allows me to look at when is a good time to post. And then here is all the data. I can change to engagement rate. So 10% of the people who have seen this post have engaged with it, which is a really good percentage. 23% of people who saw this post have engaged with it versus 1% that saw this post. And so really good to look at it. I'm like, what was about this post that only got 1% engagement, even though it reached 75 people? So it's really good to just look what kind of posts are working, what kind of posts are not working. This one got 15% and 675. So it's a picture of my partner and I, Chimbley. And so it's like, oh, people like to see us in person versus reading an article, 45 people, article, 39 people. So something to consider. It's something to play around with. I enjoy kind of like seeing what works and what's not. It's really at the end of the day, you move on, you post something new the next day, and awareness. With LinkedIn, same thing. You can have your analytics, you have your visitors, updates, followers. So if you go to updates for LinkedIn, once again, it's a business page, not your profile. It gives you data, just how many in the last 6 months, how many people, how many impressions? So 253 impressions, that's, and then 304 in March. And we had a really low April, maybe because I only posted twice in April. Then you have engagement rate, which is really important. Are people engaging with your content? 6%, 8%, 9% in March, and once again, a 3% in April. Probably because I only posted twice in April. I was on vacation, so that ruins sometimes my schedule here. So really, really good data that's free. Before we used to have to pay for this data. Same with Google My Business. You go to Insights here on the left-hand side. How many people found you on Google? 489. How many were directly found? They typed Chimbley Consultants, 36. And organically, they typed something like marketing consultancy, tech support, or Francisco Chimbley, 446. What did those people, where did they find you on search or on maps? And then what did they do once they found me? Where are they coming from? Sometimes this gives you the data necessary, sometimes it doesn't. Really good. And then you have your reviews. Make sure that you're answering your reviews in a timely manner. And then you have photos and posts. Same thing, it gives you data on posts. How many people have clicked on it? How many people kind of went at it? So analytics is super important. It's something that should be used and should be looked at in order to figure out if your posts are working. And so my name, once again, Francisco Ramirez, Chimbley Consultants. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. I post all my upcoming workshops on Facebook and LinkedIn. And so if you're ever interested in another workshop in social media or marketing, we are here to support. So I'll have a couple minutes to answer a couple questions before I have to go. But thank you for your time today. I really appreciate it.
All right, you can put your questions in the chat or unmute yourself if you have any questions for us.
I think you're frozen. Oh,
Am I still frozen?
no.
Okay. Any
Are
questions?
we sending out a copy of the presentation, Francisco?
No, we will not.
Okay, well then will you send out the last thing with the, the contact information so that we could send it to you said there were some workshops that they could
Yeah.
visit.
I
So if
put
you
it,
send that, we'll send it to the group.
Yeah, if
or
they just
whatever
follow,
you,
if you just follow me on Facebook, Chimley Consultants, all that information is on my Facebook page.
I want to give also, we have such a great staff. We have Charles Edwards on the line too, who can also help. I know Chimley has to go, but Charles is he's the founder of our Get Connected program. He started with the businesses. He has a platform where he can help teach businesses and connect you to Chimley so that you use it and get a return on your investment. Sometimes we know that the businesses get lost in spending time and all this social media. So he might be a good starting point to start with as well. But
Minute before Francisco goes, there's a question in the chat.
Yeah, how do you determine which platform your potential audience is on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram? Yeah, first of all, I would look at my target market, who is my ideal customer. And then I would do a little bit of research on who is using the platform, who's using Facebook, what's kind of the audience breakdown. There's a ton of free information and research out there online to look at who's using Twitter these days, who's using Instagram, who's using Facebook. And now based on your target customer, if you've already done an analysis of who they are, what age group, what net income, where do they live, you're able to then kind of put together 1 + 1. So it's like, oh, my target market is 55 to 60. They are in this income bracket. They enjoy these types of things. It looks like this is the bracket that's more likely to use Facebook. And so that's kind of like a quick way to do that research online. Knowing who your target market is really important to figure out. If not, you can just be on all 3 platforms and figure it out, and then drop one if that works better for you.
Francisco, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
A lot of our members, you mentioned through your presentation, it's so important for people to remember and you stay on the top of the presence of folks' mind. And one of the ways we do that is through certifications that we have, MBE certification, WBE, DBE certifications. Besides LinkedIn, is there any way you recommend of promoting that? Because it is important, and Ty can attest to that. Sometimes we're looking for different types of businesses and their certifications and what they're doing. And some people bury it right on their website, but that's not reaching out to those of us who are in real time looking for contract opportunities.
Yeah, so Google My Business allows you to put what certifications you have as part of the profile, which is really important. So you put your women-owned business or minority-owned business certification. That's one way. So when somebody's searching on Google My Business connects it like, oh, this is a business. So very important why I say Google My Business. That allows you. Number 2, if it's on your website, in a prominent space or somewhere that you can find, I would put once a month a post out there with the link to my website, kind of highlighting that we are certified in this certification, or maybe put a picture of your certificate, or be creative with that post. And so every 2 months, remind people that you are certified and what that means. You're educating, you're also highlighting, and you're sending people back to your website where that certification is. So your website is such a great tool to promote and create posts off of it. And so you should be continuously posting and linking your website so people click, go to your website, and find out more about your business. That's kind of the tool you use. We should be using social media to guide people to somewhere else, and that somewhere else should be our website. How do you get to Google My Business to create a profile? Google My Business, and then the page will show up. It's a specific platform, and you can get started. You need a Gmail address. Or a business G Suite address. And once you sign in or get started, it'll just guide you directly through the steps. And so Google My Business, Google it, and it will pop up as the platform to get started. It takes about a couple of weeks to get it verified. Google My Business is very serious about this. And so you must make sure that you have all the information correct the first time around so that Google My Business can verify your business, and then you're ready to go after that. You can also search for your business, and there might be a profile that shows up, and you can claim the business if nobody has claimed it. So it's like a little bit like, I'm the owner of this business, and you click on that, and then it'll take you straight to claim the business that's already has a Google My Business profile. So Google does create profiles for everybody if it's aware that this is a business that exists. You might even have reviews and not know it. I have to jet out. I appreciate everyone. Wish you the best May, best summer, and good luck with all your businesses. Once again, thank you for the invitation, Francisco at Chimbley Consultants, chimbley.com, Francisco at chimbley.com, or just follow us on Facebook to find out when I'm doing more presentations throughout the city of Chicago. Have a great morning. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Francisco.
Yeah. Thank you, Carlotta, for always bringing us great presenters. While we're on it too, I just wanted to have the staff, I mean, they're on the call, just to remind everybody the great work that they're doing. Saturday, we welcomed a new business on 75th, the Kindness Campaign. They honored Richard Willis of CBA for the work that we do, because he helped them get established, helped them get funding, get their doors open. That's just a sample of some of the things that we do. If you call the office at 773-994-5006, you'll get Beverly. Beverly can help you start your certification packages. She can help with your GATA certification, Dun & Bradstreet, all of those back house things that we have to do as small businesses to even come to the contracting table to get our back house together. She's very patient and diligent with it. Then I just put in the chat about Charles Edwards, who has one of the founding members of the Get Connected program. You have to have some website presence, but the other thing is you really have to know how to use it. And sometimes it's hard to identify which platforms that you should use and navigate it. One of the things that Francisco said that was very important is sometimes businesses have the social media and the comments, but they don't respond to the comments. So, and I mean, I'm just as guilty of that. Sometimes you get overwhelmed with time, but if you're going to be on those platforms, it can't go into a black hole. We've got to figure out how to manage that as part of your business and growth strategy. So Charles Edwards has a team, and he's really good at patient at doing that. Then you also have, I mentioned Richard Willis, but he can also help with the HR component. We have Catherine and Gloria and Lorinda, who are also on the line, who are in the office. They help us with the workforce development program. As you know, we're also the corridor manager for South Shore and Auburn Gresham to work with the businesses on 79th Street. So, you know, if you're looking to open a second location, or you know a business in Hyde Park on the north side that you think would be a good fit, there are a lot of incentives. We're kind of the one-stop shop to do that. So give us a call. We would love to talk to you about that. And then you also have Jennifer Atkins, who is the interim executive director, great business development skills. She also headed up our local buy campaign, which means that we're really trying to get businesses, if nothing else right now, in addition to funding. And if you got the PPP and put that economic flooring under you, you got to get back to building your customer base. You've got to, and obviously e-commerce is a part of that, marketing yourself, knowing your financials. So, I mean, really, I hope I didn't miss anybody, but we really do have a great team at CBA. So if you would hit the reaction button and clap your hands and give them all a round of applause, I'd appreciate it. The other things we want to talk about at this point, there's a few things coming up that we need to talk about. So there is there's a hearing coming up on May 12th. Is it May 12th? Sandy, you may know about it as well. And Jennifer, correct me if I got the wrong date, which I think is tomorrow. There is
It's tomorrow morning at 9:30.
There will be a ruling regarding the certification process. And as I talked about it, that is one of the programs we have in the city of Chicago that we work with the county and city. Is these businesses go through a certification process, And the goal of that certification process is for us to identify businesses that have the talent, match them with a little bit of technical support so that they can grow into a larger business, hopefully graduate and become prime, and again, hire from the community. But there has been years in history of conversations and litigation about the process and how it works. So now before the, I believe it's the county, it's on their side where they're thinking of accepting certifications from WBDC, the Women's Business Development, and the Chicago Minority Supplier Diversity Council. One of the reasons this is important to you, or CBA feels it is important that we need to be involved, is if this happens and they accept the certification right now, the process is in Illinois, you check the tax returns, you have to do affidavits, you have to live here, have a majority of your business and their employees here. If the certification comes where on the county side where they don't check tax returns or they accept these outside of the state certifications, or they accept certifications under different circumstances. Our concern is that now that we have all this opportunity in Illinois, we don't want to inadvertently create competition with out-of-state businesses who are not going through the same process. There is also the challenge that the city, if this happens right now, you know, the certifications are reciprocal, but if it changes, the city and county may not accept each other's certifications. On the business side, that means that, you know, I would have to go to the city and get certified, go back to the county. We thought a long and hard process to get this uniformed because we recognize, to be quite honest, it's an administrative burden to sometimes go through this process. So while there's a lot of conversation about, you know, removing net worth and thinking about that, and I'll just to update you on that front, CBA is going before a SBA agency. In May, we get to present and make our case about why we think the SBA standards should be increased, size standards and personal net worth. We have some legal sort of information behind it. We know the process. So we're going, you know, we have the opportunity to present that information on the federal level, but this is on a local level and a county level. So we can send you information about that. Jennifer is preparing a statement. She'll be there to provide her input on behalf, but of course, what she really would like is information from the businesses on what you think. You know, if it's a pro or con, either way, we just want to be the voice for you, but we can't do that without any input. Is there any questions on that before I go to any questions or comments from anybody?
I just got one question. You said that you're going, the meeting will be tomorrow in front of, for the county?
Uh-huh. I can send you information, and I know I'll send you the ordinance because I think we have to sign up today if you want to testify, but I don't know if, I think we can do written testimony anytime, but I can send you that. But it's tomorrow, I think at 9:30.
Okay, thanks.
Can you please send that information to me too?
Sure, I sure will, Sandy.
Okay.
Yeah. And there was another thing I wanted to bring up on this. Let me see, how do we get? So there was another, and I also see we have our other board member, Corey Foster from ComEd, who joined us. So I'm going to see, Corey, can you hear me? Or maybe he can't hear me.
Hi, Melinda. Hi, everyone. Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
So
Good
Corey,
morning.
why don't you talk about, we got the good news and spread about ComEd and the great work they're doing with the small businesses. In addition to, again, I can't thank you enough with what we're doing on the workforce side. As you know, we hired people from the community. They called them community energy ambassadors. The good news is they started out with a pilot program with us with ComEd. They're in the city community colleges. They've been picked up and sponsored by a manufacturing company who also recognizes MXD Manufacturing, who recognizes that there is a shortage in the workforce in the manufacturing industry. So they wanted at Richard J. Daley for these people to take welding and other classes. So, you know, we're always happy when we plant a seed on one end and it keeps growing into something else. But on the business side, we also got news about some of the funding that ComEd, the support they're giving to businesses. So Corey.
Yeah, thanks, Melinda. And we always enjoy working with CBA and just providing opportunities and partnerships. So thanks for this segue. And as Melinda indicated, ComEd is offering financial assistance to those small businesses that may be in need of assistance. They just need to contact us directly. And, you know, depending on what your financial situation is, but we're offering up to $2,000 towards your electric bill. And then also we're still offering, or we've just resumed our energy efficiency facility assessments, where we actually are coming out to small businesses as well as commercial and industrial businesses and doing a top to bottom energy audit to help you identify cost saving opportunities by via the way of projects such as converting. It could be as simple as converting your CFL bulbs to LEDs, or it could be more complex to, you know, HVAC systems. So we're looking at all the opportunities that ComEd could assist small businesses continue to grow, and then also help save on their energy bills. So those are the two initiatives that I really thank Melinda for, and Carletta and the team for their partnership. I know we've shared that via our newsletters through CBA, but also I just wanted to take a couple minutes just to share that we're offering financial assistance to small businesses, in addition to promoting our energy efficiency free facility assessments, and that'll help you save and identify some cost saving opportunities from the energy perspective.
Thank you. Sandy, can you put your email in the chat to me right quick? We also have been joined by Cynthia Love, who I mentioned is in the Auburn Gresham Corridor Manager. On Thursday, we are having a community meeting about all of the things going on in Auburn Gresham, and in addition to a project that is also going on 79th Street, right across from the Healthy Hub. The mayor will be at that meeting. We also have roundtables on South Shore, but from a business perspective, it's helpful to be at all the meetings to know the development. It's part of this Invest Southwest Corridor initiative, to know what is going on in terms of development, so that as a small business, that is going to generate, especially with the developers, introduce yourself to them, let them know what your services are. And so that, you know, one of the things you're gonna, when you meet with CBA, we talk a lot about diversification of income, right? So you want some government contracts, you want private sector, you want different agency government contracts, because sometimes the way they pay, sometimes the way the platform is for securing the RFP, and sometimes performance with one agency is different from the other. So that's one of the reasons why CBA is here and gives us value to be here. Ty, don't you have some, you usually have some goodies you can share with us?
Yes, I'm doing multitasking now. As soon as you said share about things about what's going on within our community and surrounding communities, I forgot I was thrown into this quality of life plan. Like, I don't have 1,000 things to do on a daily basis, but this is for the Far South Coalition, Joyce Chapman and people on the Far South side. And you guys actually connect right after Chatham. It's literally on the other side of the block. But this goes, it's a meeting that's on May 12th at Julian High School. I was copying it to put it in the chat. So that's one thing. And then with Chicago Public Schools, we have always so many wonderful things that's going on. Sidebar, I had a meeting with various chiefs right before I went on vacation. I called Melinda around 8 o'clock at night. I'm like, dude, we need to get a doggone security business and get portable machines. Because these things are popping off like every time you turn around, and we don't get a lot of participation, especially when it comes down to minority contractors. So some of the hot topic items that we have now, portable x-rays machines is definitely about to pop out. That's coming up within the next 2 weeks. I have a pre-submittal on Thursday. I'll put that in the chat as well. Safe passage services is out on the street. Social emotional learning. Within every community, everyone was like, hi, I can do peace circles and everything. Yeah, thank you for telling me, but I need you to get a contract with Chicago Public Schools. This is an $8 million contract that's just sitting on the table. Don't go to school to get this, get the larger contract. Portfolio management is out on the street now. This is the hot topic item is due in 21 days. The portable x-ray machine, related installation, maintenance, and training services. We have 600 schools, 600 buildings. So with 600 buildings, we need a portable x-ray system to walk through. Think about it. It's out there. Furniture related services, that was a huge RFP that was out a couple of years ago. The sad thing about it, a great guy who was doing furniture and refurbishing furniture in our schools, he passed last year due to COVID. So just trying to get more people to know about what we have out there. And then the last one is a supplemental educational technology products. I'm gonna actually copy this and put it in the chat. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, I'll also put my information in the chat. I'm literally at this computer from sun up to sundown. Shoot me an email and I will respond. Thanks so much, Chatham Business Association, for your wonderful, great partnership. Oh God, I'm sorry, one last thing. I sent out an email. I take full responsibility for sending out an email 2 hours behind schedule because I was on the West Coast and I was living West Coast living for a while. We had started doing these workshops to teach people how to become a CPS vendor. I did one, it was like 90 participants. It was huge, like, okay, yeah. So for some reason, while I was on vacation, I get phone calls. Hi, Thai, we wanted to do another one. I'm like, I'm not gonna be back until the 10th. No worries, did another workshop, how to become a CPS vendor. And in the midst of trying to be on vacation, but you can never vacation with CPS, break down some of the hot button topic items that we have with Chicago Public Schools. Just not how to become a CPS, but how to understand my vendor process. It doesn't take an act of Congress to understand, but sometimes we have a lot of nuances that you need help with. So we're breaking down each one of our categories, talking to individuals. We're doing it just like a lunch and learn every other Monday. I'll put that information in the chat. And that's going all the way up until the end of June. And then in July, Francisco, he had a lot of great points because I actually sat down and had a meeting with Google, and Google has a program just to teach people how to work into this ever-changing environment, and giving businesses great detailed information, how to grow your business the Google way. So when he talked about Google Business, I'm like, oh, I just found this out like 2 weeks ago. So we're doing workshops, a 3-day workshop. I just want to knock it all out in the month of July to help people how to grow your business the Google way. So those are 2 big items that's coming up with Chicago Public Schools. And don't worry, I'm sending an email about it. Thanks.
And also I would be remiss, our board member AT&T is sponsoring the same thing. It's a free digital online through Corsica for a workforce component. So we have some sponsorships and scholarships. If you reach out to Lorinda and Jennifer, they can get you the information. I think they just allowed us to sponsor a few more slots. So, you know, you can get your employee to do it just to enhance their skill set, makes them a better employee. Or if you send us someone, we'll see if we have any left. I know they just told us yesterday we have some more. Corey, someone's asking, how do they find out about the ComEd initiatives? Is it go to the website or? Corey?
Hi, Melinda. Yeah, I just actually posted it to the chat box, the link to our website, as well as a 1-800 number where they could call us directly.
Okay, so that's in the chat.
Yeah, hopefully you can see it. Let me try to repost it.
Okay. I kind of also wanted to remind everybody, 2021 memberships, corporate memberships this year. And just so you know, with your membership login and password, you can also see how many of your customers are coming through Chatham Business Association. You can see your activity. And of course, just like any other platform, interaction is very important. So our current members and our future members, get your membership in, and I will email you your login, your password, and we'll talk about how you can see your exposure, how CBA is helping to expose your business as well. Jennifer, are we missing anything, or anybody else? But before we go to the staff tour, I wanted to hear from the new businesses and see if your first time joining us, we're so happy to have you. Thank you. But to see if you have any questions that we can answer for you, or if you plan to give Beverly a call and schedule a meeting with us so we can talk about membership and the services you offer. You just heard Carletta say, through membership, that's how you access the best florists, from Clarence to a lot of the food vendors, to a lot of the janitorial vendors, to a lot of other businesses. One of our board members, AGB, is having a grand opening, announcing their cybersecurity initiative on Friday. So my point to you is that if you are a new business, one of the things I should tell you is find a mentor. You might need a mentor, you might need a sponsor. They're two different things. We can help you explain the difference so that you're not at the wrong table asking the right question. Because they're going to help you throughout this process. But if there's anything we did not answer, or you have any comments for you new faces, we would love to hear from you now. So that's Candace.
Hi, this is Candace. I would like to know if you could remind me again who I contact directly about membership.
Yes. So it's going to start with Beverly, and then you're going to end up meeting with Beverly and Jennifer.
Okay,
And
thank you.
you have our, Beverly, you can reach her through our phone number, or I'll put it in the chat for her email as well.
Okay, thank you.
And also, if you want any information related to this meeting, make sure that you register for this meeting at our website at cbaworks.org and go to events and register for this meeting. It'll be open for registration until 9 p.m. this evening. And I will send you all the information we have regarding this meeting.
Thank you, Carlotta.
And Beverly will be hosting, she was contacted by the state, upcoming GATA certification class, because if you get funding or anything from the state, there's another certification. And again, that's one of the reasons we're here, to help you. So she can, she'll let you know when it's, I don't think she schedules the date, but stay in touch with her. And Beverly, put your email in the chat too. I'll put your phone number in there. And Jennifer, why don't you put your email in there too, so that.
Okay, sure.
Any other comments from any of our business members or questions? If not, Gwen, I'll turn it back over to you. Is she on another call?
No, I'm here.
Okay. I know we multitask on these things.
Definitely multitasking today.
Got 3 computers going.
Me too. Thank you so much, everyone. Great meeting. Thank you, Carletta, for the great guest. Looking forward to seeing everyone again next month. And make sure that you bring someone to the Chatham Business Association so that they too can be enlightened and informed about some of the things that are upcoming in our community, as well as some things that can help you with your business. And again, we welcome each and every one of you as business members You just need to follow up with us. Thank you
One
so
other
much.
final thing, I apologize. Tracy from
Okay.
CAIC, they mentioned that they are now, are you a BACP regional office, which means that it's like bringing BACP to the community. So I got that information from the chat and we will be meeting with them. But Tracy, did you want to say something before? Because again, it's all about trying to save you time from going downtown or running into some of the problems that you have with business licensing. So it sounds like we have a satellite partner here who will work with us in that. And Tracy, you want to say something and we'll have more information maybe at the next meeting. Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear her. Okay, I can't hear. Okay, she said her headphones aren't working. So we'll meet with her and we'll have her at the next meeting. Okay? All right. Talk to you later.
Tracy's a he.
Okay. She said sorry about that, but we'll have more information. She texted, at the next meeting on the services and how it works.
All righty.
All right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone, and have a good rest of the week.
Bye,
Thank you
guys.
again.
Thank you, you too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.